Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your indie snapshot for today. Today, we're taking a look at Don't Starve, or as I like to call it, Tim Burton's version of Minecraft. Yes, it is a game basically built around survival, gathering objects and building things. Less of a focus on actually building like a place to live, more of a focus on surviving and building cool, neat objects to help you do so. This game was gifted to me by Rage from Rage Gaming. Thank you so much, Rage. He bought the copy, he had an extra copy, and he gave it to me because I knew I had some interest in the game. So we're going to dive in. This is currently in beta. Keep that in mind, as I will put that in the title. You can purchase it now for, it's either 10 or 20% off. It'll normally be 15 bucks. You can get it for 11 right now. And you get instant access to the beta, and then obviously when the game comes out, you'll have the full game as well. So we will just jump right in. It's pretty simple to understand, show off some of the gameplay, the really cool art style, the way everything works. So you can hit play. We're going to make a new world, a new game. Yes. So right away, you get to choose from characters. I only have one unlocked right now, Wilson P. Higsbury. We'll just play as him, obviously. Nice little, he's obviously trying to revive the chicken here from death. How long will you survive? It's all about how long you'll survive. Everybody speaks with a weird, like, tuba noise. So I wake up in this world. As you can see up at the top, it says 27. I'll get to that in a minute. That actually carried over from my last game. So we're going to start with nothing. No tutorial. Absolutely, abhorrently nothing. And we can take a look at the map here. Obviously, we've only been here. So WASD will move you around as well as clicking like a Diablo style. And we can pretty much collect everything. We've got a crow. He says the crow is creepy. We got some grass. We're going to pick everything. So basically the idea here is to gather everything on your first day. Up in the top right you can see our day, night, our health, and our hunger. So we're going to want to make sure we eat as much as we can. That is, we're going to want some flint. We're going to want to pick up flint, some saplings for our twigs. Some berries so we can eat. Basically just going to grab everything we possibly can. Here we are, here we are. Perfect. So you can see things turn green up here. What does that mean when one of these tabs turns green? Well, it means you can make something. So we're going to go up into it momentarily. We're just going to get a few more things. Oops. As you can see, the art style is really unique. It's like a hand-drawn cartoon art style. The animations are very, very nice. They're just fluid enough and yet just stiff enough to make it look though it's like hand-drawn, and I really like that. It kind of adds that personality. As you can see too, the art style is very reminiscent of a Tim Burton type of art style, so I also adore that. Since Tim Burton films are some of my favorite films. I am a Tim Burton aficionado. I wouldn't say I'm an aficionado, that'd be more my friend, but I am a Tim Burton fan. So we're going to go up here. Now we're going to take a look at these tabs. We got tools, light, this says survival. I know it's hard to read. We've got food and science. Again, it's not exactly the best as far as like how this is the resolution is formatted. So we're going to go right into tools, because what do we need? Well, we can build an axe, which requires, as you can see, 4 sticks and 2 flint. We can build a pickaxe, which is, I apologize. It's going to require 1 and 1, and I have 4. It requires 2 and 2, and this requires 2 and 2 as well. Well, we're going to get an axe, because that's going to be one of our most important tools, and it's going to go right into our hotbar right here, equipped, and we have a chest piece and an armor piece, which hints at that we're going to have the ability to make some cool armor and stuff and weapons and whatnot. So what does this allow us to do? Well, last time without this, when we clicked on trees, it would just say this is a piney or something. Now we can click on it, and it'll chop the tree until it falls over, and here we go. We're going to pick up some more stuff over here. And I'll show you what the survival tool is here momentarily as we go around and pick up some flint. Because we desperately need it. And as many berries as we can, because the important part is going to come when night falls. Night is dangerous, and you'll see why. Daytime, much like Minecraft, is 100% safe. You don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to want a lot of logs as well for a little bit. Take that, nature. I love the quotes he has. Stuff like, take that, nature. Let's see if we get another one here. And the sound design is awesome. I love the way things sound. It literally sounds like when you're chopping a tree, someone is making like the clopping noise with their mouth. It's awesome. Alright, so we can go over here, collect some more saplings. We got some jackalopes, it looks like. Now we can attack them. The problem is, as you'll see, I will destroy you! He's really slow compared to them. So, how do we collect a jackalope? What are we going to do here? Well, we're going to go into our survival tab, and we can make a trap. Now, there's other stuff like bird trap and straw roll. It helps us. This will sleep us through the night, which is awesome. Which is rope we need. We can't make rope yet, but we have a trap, which is going to allow us to catch small creatures. So we have it. It's going to go in our inventory. And what you want to do is click on it and place it down. Where do you want to set it? Well, how about we set it near all these jackalopes here? So we can place it. I don't know if we can actually do this. Yep, we can place some bait under it. And now it's hopefully going to attract some food. And look at, they're slowly inching their way over, and this is going to be good for us. And we got them. Aha! And now we've got a trap. And it's going to be a morsel, so we can do that again. Basically, we could, if we wanted to, eat the carrots, but it's better to just collect the animals. Alright, it's getting dark. It's starting to get late, so we're going to set up a fire here. Going to want to chop some of this tree down as well. Alright, so we're going to have a jackalope here. I call it a jackalope because it's a rabbit with horns. I mean, that's really a jackalope. So, going into here, we can have a campfire. We can have a fire pit, or which we can't quite make without actual rocks, and a torch, which is a portable light source. Now, we have this little bit of time of dusk where we basically are just like, okay, time to make a fire. So we're going to make our fire, and we're going to place it down. And we're going to have a fire. Perfect. While this is going on, we'll take the last few moments of daytime or evening or dusk or whatever you want to call it to chop down some more trees. Grab some more, maybe this carrot over here. And we are getting hungry, so we're definitely going to cook and eat overnight. Alright, so we can definitely collect a little bit more. This rocks, by the way, excellent to know that they're there. We're definitely going to need them. Alright, it's almost time, so we're going to eat these berries. Right, you click with right mouse button E. As you can see, watch our hunger go from 57 to 67 to 77. And then, I think you can cook these, yep. So we're going to have cooked morsels. So we're going to look pretty good. So, okay, now night falls. What happens when night falls? Well, everything beyond your campfire becomes extremely dark. Fire's getting a bit low. What's out there? I forget what they call it. It's some nasty monsters essentially live out in there, and they come out at night. And that, whoops, let's add some fuel to the fire. Oops. There we go. So you want to keep the fire up and running and let it go through the nighttime until it's daytime. You don't want to go out at all during night at all. Maybe we could risk going out just barely on the outskirts. But the light is going to be your safety. And you need to keep that in mind. Pick up some seeds. We'll place this here. So while this is going, we'll keep the fire up and running nice, decently. We'll take a look at the tab. So our tools. We're going to grab this. We're going to need a pickaxe. We have a shovel. We have a bug net, which we can't do yet. It says use the science machine to learn more. And a razor, which shave off your dirty neck beard, which apparently you grow a beard, the longer you survive, the more you kind of look haggard and like you've been in the wild for a long time. Light, I showed off. Survival, we have bird traps and straw rolls, which I showed off. So food is, you have a farm. You can make a farm plot with seeds and some manure. Speedy farm plot, which is just a fast, grows seeds faster, and then a crock pot, which you can make better food. And then you have science, which is science machine and alchemy engine. Now you might be like, well, Mathis, that's actually not that much, and it looks pretty simple. If this is all you do, how is this at all entertaining? That therein, my friends, is the key. You'll see once we unlock the science machine, once we make it, which hopefully will be this next day, you'll see the real draw into this game, what makes it so much fun, and why surviving longer and longer and longer is really the key to just having a good time in this game. So there we are, daylight's out. We can now not really worry about this too much, and we can move on. So we're going to need a new axe soon, but until then, let's go mine this rock over here, because we need to get some stone. Awesome animations. There we go. We got some flint and some rocks and a gold nugget. So what do we need for a science machine? So we just need a few more rocks, which we can easily grab. We're going to grab a bunch more straw as well. And what do we need? We need a few more twigs if we can get them. Gold nugget. Perfect. So, we definitely have enough to make the science machine. And I'm going to make it at the end of this road. Now, what's important about this science machine... Whoa. Ah, we ate a lot there. That's cool. So, what's important about the science machine is that once you put it down, you can't pick it back up. So, you need to make sure wherever it is, you'll remember. And I think it might actually mark it on your map, honestly, but we'll find out. So, we're going to go to the science machine, we're going to make one, and we're going to plop it down right here. Boom. Look at everything that just opened up. So, what is this going to let us do? Hey, look, a pumpkin lantern. That's cool. We're going to need an alchemy engine to make that. Well, in order to make an alchemy engine, we need all kinds of good stuff. All this stuff. We got a tent, which can change your skins, and you can, you know, all this good stuff for it. We've got a turbo farm plot that you can make. There's the alchemy engine, which we unlock. We need with 500. So, see this? 500. You need 500 research points. Now, you use the science machine to put things into it to gain research points. Some things give you more research points than others. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the rest. We got a log suit and a spear for weaponry, structures, a chest, a bee box, store your own bees, a pig house, it shelters a pig. So you can basically start making a nice area where it's very easy for you to survive. We got rope, which we can unlock at 50. Cut stone, we can unlock with 50. And it's going to spend it. This is basically a finite resource. And then you've got magic that you can research. You can resurrect yourself using science, and aka magic, pan flute, and we can unlock some clothing. So all this from this. Now, like I said, in order to get research points, this is what you need this for. What do you do with those research points? How do you get them? Well, you put things into it. So, for instance, I want to put in grass. You get 1 research point for putting in grass. But say I want to put in something like gold. Boom, it's going to give us a ton more. So everything's worth just a bit more depending on what exactly it is you put in. And as you can see, that's going to be extremely valuable as time goes on. So, we'll see if we can get to 50, we can unlock and research something. And the thing is, too, with it, this being a finite resource, you absolutely need to be careful what you're researching because you're not going to necessarily be able to... And our axe is going to break. Research everything. It's going to take time. It's going to take multiple lives. So I maintained this number from the last game because unless you start a brand new world, you are going to maintain the research you had from the game prior, which will allow you to do all the cool stuff, given more play time, given more game time. And it's pretty awesome, I must say. Alright, so we'll see what we can get here. We might just throw in the golden nugget for the last part of it, and we'll do research like rope or something, because I think rope is going to be something we're going to absolutely need. And we definitely need some, like, twigs or something so I can make, like, an axe. I wish we could turn this... I wish we could turn wood into, like, twigs or something. That would be pretty awesome. So the music stopped. That indicates to me that it's getting close to nighttime, which is kind of scary. We're just going to keep taking some stuff. Oh, there, never mind. Maybe it's just because we were far away or the music needed to loop a little bit. And I'm really hungry. So we'll eat up that. Oh no, we ran out of our axe too. I mean our mine pick. So we're gonna need to scour the earth for more things. But we're not gonna have time to do that, as this is, like I said, kind of just a snapshot to show you how everything works. I adore the art style. The music's nice, it's a bit repetitive though. It's nothing phenomenal. But the art style is what wins me over here. So we're gonna put a rock in. We're gonna get 50. And now it gives us a light bulb. Whoa, we can research some stuff. That's awesome. We can research a bird trap. We can research a bug net or a razor. We can research rope. All this good stuff. And all of it will allow you to build different things. So, what we're going to research, I think, which is the smartest thing to do. We can research a straw hat and a beefalo hat, which is hilarious. So I think we're going to just research rope. And now we can build some rope, which will allow us to do all kinds of, and build all kinds of neat new things. So for the bug, it'll basically allow us to build the bug net when we have it. So you kind of want to work from the ground up as far as research goes. You know, researching different things. I love that. Researching different things so that eventually when you do unlock the things that are important, you'll have the basics. There'd be no point in me researching a, say, Yikes, it's getting dark. Researching Say the Bug Net because I wouldn't be able to make it until I had rope to make it with. And that is monstrously, monstrously important, as you can well imagine. So we're going to eat this. Delicious. And that's that. So, I mean, that's basically this game in a nutshell. It's pretty cool. I'll definitely be toying around with it more. Maybe when I get some higher-end stuff, I'll definitely throw the recorder on and show you some of the spells and stuff. Did the monsters out in the... Let's see what happens if we can go out here in the monster land. It's so dark. In fact, can we make a torch? See? Alright, let's see if we can... Ah! And it hit me for a ton of damage. So you can't see it. You don't want to go into darkness, so you can't even see it. I won't even be able to show you. But that's what happens. Dangerous. And he's like, ah, it hurt. You can eat petals if you so desire. Doesn't really do much for you. And we're slowly healing ourselves as we eat, so... Alright, and that'll be that. Look at Don't Starve, a very unique, very cool game. Again, thanks so much to Rage for hooking me up with a copy of this game. That's Rage Gaming on the YouTubes. And I will see you guys later.